are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the end.
Hello and welcome back. Another video. What is he doing? What's he playing at? Why is he so consistent? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm telling everybody else, nah, I don't want to talk about Liverpool. I don't want to talk about Man United. I want to talk about the real teams, where football started, the Football League. And obviously, well, Burnley's back there, aren't they? So really, I've got to speak about it. Welcome again to Turf Morehouse TV. If you are new round here, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do drop a like on the video as well. We're on the road to 500 subs, so please help get us there. It really will help. And stick on that notification bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. First and foremost, I hope you are all well. Hope you've had a good day today. Obviously, nearly the weekend. What have you got planned? Let us know that in the chat as well. Get yourselves involved. As I say, we are doing the League Two predictions tonight, and it is going to be interesting. I'm sure Mark, with him being a League Two supporter, is going to be a bit kind to his own team a little bit. But we'll see. We will see. Anyway, guys, as I say, you can catch us on all sorts of social media platforms, and these are the ones that you'll be able to find us and our availability on. So, yes, there you have it. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, you name it, we are on it. So do go check us out on all those platforms. It really does help. Anyhow, let's bring in our guest before we take a couple of the comments. Oh, I've just downed about two and a half cups of water, and it's sitting heavy on me, and I've got a brew to wash it down as well. So halfway through this, expect Mark to probably take over while I nip for a slash. Although I probably won't get that desperate. Hopefully not. Anyway, let's bring him in. The legend that is Mike Green. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to this, to be honest. I just want to put a disclaimer out there to protect myself from any potential League Two slander. These are just predictions, so don't absolutely pelt me if I put your team to finish bottom. Yeah, thanks for getting me on.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying having you on as well, and obviously, let people know where they can find you and your stuff and what you do over on your channel. Yeah,
so I've decided to change up a bit to just stick to League Two and Newport content. Not going to start going down other avenues. I just want to basically take it a little bit more seriously and professional in that aspect. So yeah, League Two, Newport content. I'm putting out a team profile video every day, previewing each of the team's chances next season. Today's video was Carlisle, which we got a very good mate on it, and he's literally just commented in the chat as well. So I definitely didn't do that on purpose. But no, today we got Chris Welch on to preview Carlisle's season. I'm going to do that for all 24 teams and a lot of League Two content. I looked at going ahead to the season, and there's not going to be many breaks. So Mike Green on YouTube if you want to go over there. Give it a sub.
Definitely. Please do go check it out. The link to Mark's YouTube channel and his Twitter account are in the description of the video. Please do go show him some support on both those accounts. And obviously, if you want to get involved with him, drop him a message. I'm sure he'll be interested to get you involved as well. So a couple of comments while we're at it. The missus comes straight in, as I said already. Remember to hit that subscribe button, click that thumbs up, and keep updated by clicking that notification bell. Danny's on his way to 500. Let's help him get there. Please, please do. Niall's in the chat. He says, evening, Dan and Mark. Hope you're both doing well and doing okay. Cheers, Niall. Hope you're well, mate. Everyone's saying hello to each other. I say hello, everyone. Niall and Kate. Kate says, your startup song makes me want to go to pub, drink too much and dance on the tables. Well, that's what I want people to do. Be excited. Let's have a good time.
Very much so.
But as Niall says there, you good, Kate. Let's have a brilliant and fun stream. Exactly that. Let's keep it to League Two. Let's see what we're saying. What an intro. What a fine legend you are tonight, Dan. The number one Burnley fan. I'll take that now. I'll take that. And he says, no speaking about the Women's Euros, no Scottish football. So it's League Two predictions only tonight. Those are the rules. Exactly. Those are the rules. Stick to the title. Stick to the title. Couple more as well is going off in the chat. I'm so behind, and now my chat's just gone funny. So now says, and there's one you're definitely not on, which is OnlyFans. Correct. Chris is on OF. It's not OnlyFans though, it's Old Fogies. So it's a different sort of platform where they all share slipper selfies and see who's got the most expensive pipe and stuff like that. But I'm sure he's doing well on that.
How many spoons of Horlicks they have?
How many half a pints they can buy in Wetherspoons before they get kicked out.
Yes.
I'm sure there'll be a few. Now says, ladies and gents, the one and only drum roll, Mark Gold Green. Oh, he's gone Sunday name there. And to another EFL legend, is Chris Welch, as you said. Evening. Hope you're well, Chris. Oh my God, this water. What's it doing?
Big up, Chris.
Kate says, and breathe now. Stop worrying. Just take the video for what it is. The past is in the back. Let's move forward. Let's. Ooh. Meditation.
Just sit down and relax. Actually, relax and listening to me is probably not the best of combinations, but they do work hand in hand.
That is true. Chris says, I can finally catch the whole stream, finish work at 8. Yes, I never get a rest. So I've heard.
I know he doesn't.
But I'm sure you'll have worked yourself to the bone. And now that you can sit back and enjoy listening to me and Mark talk shit for a little bit. But thanks for coming in. Thanks to everyone. Oh, speaking of... Oh, I won't put the comment up, but big up to yourself, Anthony.
Big up, Anthony.
Hope you're well, mate. But yeah, obviously, he'd understand, wouldn't he, being one himself?
Yeah, it takes one to know one, Anthony.
Exactly. I couldn't think of the phrase, to be honest. So let's get into it then. In fact, let's remove that at the bottom because that's going to cover a lot of stuff up.
Oh, God. Please, no one hate me.
Backwards tonight, me. So, yeah, League Two predictions. Obviously, Mike, you're a Newport fan. I mean, first and foremost, give us your thoughts on last season because you seem to look destined for the playoffs. Even automatics were on point at on course at one point, and then it just faltered away.
Yeah, Swindon away was when I believed it was going to happen. We went there, won 1-0. Basically, if we won 3 out of our last 7 or 8 games, we would have got playoffs, or definitely playoffs, maybe even automatics. It just went absolutely to pot. We won away at Swindon, and then we just had no real consistency from that. We lost 4 out of our last 4 home games. When the manager was saying, come on, let's go, let's get behind the boys, let's support them. We turned up and the players didn't. So it was a awful end. No, it wasn't awful. It was an embarrassing end to the season. Absolutely atrocious. But
what do you think of your transfer business then this season so far? I mean, you've lost quite a few players. I mean, I know you used to wax lyrical about Dom Telford. You've lost him to, is it Crawley?
Yeah. Oh, God, that hurts.
I bet it does. Burnley born and bred is that lad.
To leave for money is even more annoying, but we'll get into that when we get to Crawley. But we've lost him. Not only have we lost him, we've lost our best left back, Ryan Haynes. Lost Courtney Baker-Richardson, another threat up front. And going into it, I was like, oh, this is going to be a really long season. But we've signed Zimba, which I like. We've also signed Omar Bogle, who, yes, I know he scored a few goals for Cardiff in the Championship. We don't really like them, but he's a fantastic goal scorer. Declan Drysdale. We've signed Adam Lewis, who was playing at Livingston last season. I didn't want to bring up the Scottish League, but he was on loan at Livingston last season, Liverpool Academy player. And we've Aaron Wildig as well, Morecambe. I've just seen his comment, Anthony's comment, and you can swivel on that one, Anthony. Go and support your other two teams. But no, in all seriousness, I'm quite happy with the signings that we've made. Aaron Wildig is a fantastic signing from Morecambe to take one of Morecambe's best players, and they're in the league above. And he actually said more, without saying it too harshly, Morecambe basically were begging for him to stay, and he chose us over a new contract there. So that's impressive.
No, that is. As Chris says there, I jinxed Newport. I remember saying after the beat was 2-1 at Brunton Park, I said they're going to look a proper team, so you can blame it on him. That
game at Prenton, that's Prenton Park is someone else. That's Tranmere. Game at Brunton Park. Yeah, Brunton Park was. I know Chris would agree. We absolutely outplayed them, and they were really good at that time. I think they beat Northampton before, or they went on to beat them after, and they were really good at that time. And we went there and absolutely dominated them. And then I was like, well, where is the rest of it? So it's gonna be interesting.
It is. And without further ado, let's get this. As much as I told people to check out your channel, I hope people don't check it out for the wrong reasons, to go fire hate at where you've put the club. But I'm sure it'll be very interesting to see, as it is anyway. So, first and foremost then, Mike, bottom of the division and off to play non-league football. You've gone for Grimsby Town.
Yeah, I like Grimsby as a club. The fact that they went down showed fight to come back up. They come through via the playoffs. Piss off. And I have to go to Bristol now for obvious reasons, annoyingly. I have to sanitize myself when I come back. But every time mostly every time two teams come up from the National League, you see one who goes down and one that either just about stays up or does really well. And I think out of the two teams, them and Stockport, quite obviously, as Grimsby are the one bottom. I just think Grimsby may not be able to adapt to League Two the first time of asking, coming straight back into the league. I wouldn't say it's... I just think for them, it's more of the case of they need to buy a lot of better players to fit League Two. And I just think the players that they're going to need to bring in and the amount they're going to have to bring in, I just think is going to be too hard to gel towards the start of the season. And if you're going to stay up or if you're going to go up, you need a fast start. I think Grimsby are in for a very, very, tough start to the season. They've got us in like the opening month or two as well. And I think we'll be on fire in the first month of the season. It's going to be tight down the bottom. The 2-3-4 teams down there, I think are all going to be potentially interchanging. I don't think there'll be one team who is 10, 15 points away from everyone else.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, Grimsby have just took a lad off us that we released on a free, Anthony Glennon.
Yeah.
And I mean, he went on loan there, I think, back end of season before. And he didn't do too bad. But as I say, as a left back, it's all well and good having bringing a left back in. But as you said, they need other numbers and other players in different positions. So, just to confirm, if there is people watching as well, that obviously doesn't look as far down as the pyramid as League Two. Only 2 teams get relegated from League Two. And obviously, as I say, Grimsby, Mark has put as one of them. Chris has said, I understand why Mark has gone for Grimsby, to be honest, but I think they'll be fine. Got a good experienced manager in League Two and National League. There's no pressure on them. Probably expected to go down, to be fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think Niall's got a comment for you, Kate, in there as well. And then Chris has said, we all love Grimsby for obvious reasons, beating Wrexham in the National League playoffs.
Oh, beautiful. What a game that was. Oh, God, I can't stand... Me and Chris have this lovely connection that we absolutely cannot stand Wrexham. They're not even Welsh.
No, they're practically between Wales and Liverpool, aren't they? It's just
they're Scousers. They're Scousers. And we keep reminding them that as well. So, and we won't stop reminding them.
I bet. Right, next then, joining them off to non-league, you've gone for Rochdale.
Yeah, this one will shock a lot of people. They have signed I think they could actually be a team that is up there. And the reason why I've gone for them to go down is there's going to be so much expectation on Rochdale. A few seasons ago, we saw, or we do see teams that have so much expectation on them that they just falter. Last season, They were awful. They were awful last season. They would win one game like 4-0 stupidly and then go and lose 4 or 5 on the spin. They beat us in December 3-0 and then lost the next 3 or 4 games. So there's just no consistency whatsoever. I do like the signing of Ebanks Landell, formerly of Wolves. I like the signing of Devante Rodney from Walsall, and I don't want to pronounce his name, but Diogogora, I think it is, from Morecambe, is another good signing. And they've also got a lot of solid players in their team. I just think, I don't know why, when you build so much of a strong squad, you can falter. I think this is going to be an awful prediction, which I'll probably come back to bite my own teeth on. But yeah, I've purely gone for it based off so many players to gel into the system. I don't think he'll work.
No, that's a fair shout. Niall says Rochdale 21st as well, so he's gone pretty similar with your two to go finish bottom. Staying up then by the skin of their teeth. Hartlepool, Jeff Stelling's Hartlepool, and I'm only saying that because Sky like to say Vincent Kompany's Burnley or Frank Lampard's Derby or Wayne Rooney's Derby, so I'm giving him the Jeff Stelling's Hartlepool tag. Yeah.
The main reason why I've not put them to go down is because they've brought in a fantastic player in Alex Lacey at centre-back. He was probably one of the best players in the conference last season with Notts County. Was so solid in that Notts County side. And as soon as it looked like Notts County weren't going to go up, you knew he was going to be playing League Two football next season, potentially even higher. So him signing for them is a very good signing. But they've lost a massive player in Luke Molyneux to Doncaster. Luke Molyneux was their best player last season, goals, assists. He had everything to his game. And to lose him to potentially a title challenger in Doncaster, that's going to hurt you. And not just that, I think when you've got a massive, he's bigger than everyone was at the club, Luke Molyneux, when you lose him to a team that's in the same league as you, but better, it just affects the whole squad. I do still think they'll just about have enough to stay up. Yeah, I'm going to go just about enough. But I think they will see themselves in the relegation zone during points in the season. But I think come the 46th game week, definitely will be safe.
Happy days. It seems I may start making money on the YouTube channel. Kit's asking Niall if he wants to buy some hand pictures of me in claret and blue. And Niall has obliged. So I don't know. Name your price now. Name your price now. Name your price.
One Scottish pound.
Now said Newport 4th. Well, we'll get to the top end at some point. And Chris says Hartlepool 20th for him. And Kate's put some laughing emojis clearly to now wanting. Now said a father. Jesus Christ. What do you mean you'll be taking a fee? It said, just call me your manager, Daniel. I'll be taking a fee.
20% agent fee.
£2.50 each.
I'll have some of that. Not the pictures, bloody hell, the fee.
Oh, no, you put yourself in it now. Cough up the fiver, big man. Oh, I'm only joking. Next up then on the list, this got out of hand very quickly. Not even got out the bottom end of the table, but Barrow, obviously, haven't they signed a lot of players in this window?
Yeah, they have signed quite a lot. The thing is with Barrow that they've lost Zanzala, who's gone to us. I know a lot of people don't rate him. I don't want to. I think Zanzala's not worth a fiver. No, but Zanzala's. I know he's not a prolific goal scorer, but just losing any striker, whether they score 1 goal or 5 goals, it's still an attacking option. So I think losing him is definitely going to hurt them. But the signings they've made, I mean, the one is absolutely outrageous. How they've got him, Sam Foley.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Sam Foley obviously was at us when we got promoted into League Two. Stayed with us for a season, went to Scotland, came back to England to play for Tranmere, and now he's gone to Barrow. If there's any Barrow fans watching, sorry, but that is a massive downgrade to go from Tranmere to Barrow when he's still in his prime. So getting him in is a massive signing. Billy Waters as well is another good signing, and Sam McKelland from Chelsea on loan centre-back is very solid. I think they'll have enough to stay up. I see loads of Barrow fans saying they'll get top half. I just don't see it. And Chris is probably in the middle of writing Barrow bottom because obviously they're Carlisle's rivals. I think they'll just stay up.
No, that's fair assessment. Fair assessment. As I say, they have done some amazing transfer business, but whether it gels, whether they manage to, get a formula that works and manage to fit them all in without upsetting any of the new players or old players that were still there, we'll be seeing. So 20th place then, just above Barrow, you have gone for Harrogate Town, Harrogate, however you want to pronounce it.
Put it this way, I definitely want to go to their ground next season. It looks amazing. Anyway, Harrogate next season, when they first come up, they absolutely, definitely by me, they absolutely blew the league out of the water. I didn't think they were going to have that much of an impact. They came up by obviously the COVID season. They won the playoff final at Wembley to get up there. And I mean, when you do so well in your first season at League Two level, it's so hard to maintain that. And this season, or the season just gone, they also finished mid-table. I definitely do. They also finished mid-table. And I was like, surely they can't do back-to-back mid-table and just consistently get this. So I do think there will be a drop-off. They've signed a very, very good left-back in Joe Mattock. Piss off. Have you been in Europe? Have you been in Europe, Anthony? That'll be interesting if you have. I don't know if you have.
Joe Mattock didn't he play for Leicester at one point?
I'm not sure. He's left Rotherham to sign for Harrogate.
He used to be really rated. I think I used to buy him all the time. Him and I think there was a player called Jordan Spence as well that I used to sign on early football managers. They became pretty decent.
Yeah, Joe Mattock. So to come down from the Championship down to League Two, I think with the signings Rotherham have made in respect to them, you can see why he's dropped down to League Two, because I just don't think he's really the Championship quality. I think he's League One, League Two quality now. So that signing alone, I think, is going to help them. I just think matching it against the last couple of seasons, the expectation now with Harrogate is probably too high than what it should be. You probably could be looking at them as, they're a mid-table League Two team. They're probably not. Yeah. They're probably back low-end League Two, even top-end National League. I think they'll just about stay up.
No, fair enough. Chris says Harrogate 23rd, again, similar to Barrow. I think it's their season to go down as well. Haven't signed Jack Diamond permanently, which was their best player in my opinion.
Very good player, yeah.
Is he related to Xander Diamond?
No, I don't think so.
Don't know why. As soon as he said Diamond, I thought, oh, the only player I'd not heard of Jack Diamond, but I've heard of Xander Diamond. Speaking of diamonds, another team that you don't expect to shine this season, Stevenage.
Oh, let me just run through the signings because this is absolutely outrageous what they've done this season. Michael Bostwick from Burton Albion, Dan Sweeney from Forest Green, and we're talking 2 League One clubs already. Max Clark, left back from Rochdale, Jordan Roberts from Motherwell, Kane Smith, Bournemouth, okay. Cal Piergiani was one of Oldham's best players. Aaron Chapman from Gillingham, and that Ashby Hammond goalkeeper from Fulham on loan. That's an unbelievable transfer window from Stevenage. They've not lost many. They've lost their captain, Scott Cuthbert, but they've lost Ed Upson as well. You could probably say they're better without Ed Upson, to be honest. When he was at Newport, he was near on atrocious.
He was shit at Ipswich and all.
And MK Dons and Bristol Rovers. He's an awful footballer. I don't know. When we signed him, I'd done a video on it saying I'm absolutely buzzing that we've got this deal over the line. It took me 2 games of pre-season to realise how crap he is. And that's just pre-season. But wow. No, the amount of signings Stevenage have made this season, and I think they're still in the market for a few more. This generally, I won't say it about many, but this generally could change. And they could potentially be someone who go quite higher. But Jordan Roberts from Motherwell, I know obviously Niall's in the chat, but he is generally a very good player. And I do Michael Bostwick as well, Dan Sweeney, just been promoted with Forest Green, and he's decided to step down to League Two. They're a very strong team that can cause every team in this league a bad game. Whether they're going to be consistent enough to get to top half playoffs, that'll be their downfall. The consistency, because the squad is there. The squad is there, but whether the form matches it, I'm not so sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are they still sponsored by Burger King?
Yes. Yeah.
Mad, just some random club, Stevenage, sponsored by Burger King. Everyone's getting betting companies and alcohol, Burger King. They get Burger King. Madness. Next on the list, then, 18th, you've gone for Sutton United.
Yeah, hardly any business in this window, and they've left. They've lost their best player, David Ajiboye. I don't like to say this about League Two players, but oh my God, he was absolutely sensational last season. We played them at Rodney Parade, and the vlogs on the channel, I managed to catch both of his goals. The first goal, he cuts inside on the right-hand side, puts it through the leg of Ryan Haynes and pings it into the top left-hand corner. And then the second one, he plays it on the byline, fake shots it, takes it around him again, and then curls it into the near post. I was like, what? I was like, what am I watching? Is this Messi? Or was it Sutton United? Because it was absolutely outrageous. I do think that last season was absolutely heroic. They nearly got into the... That's a good one, Chris. I'll give you that. Nearly got into the playoffs last season. And to match that, or to even better that, you have to sign well. And the fact that they've lost their best player and not even recruited much at all, we're champions, Anthony. You won't know that as Bristol, but only joking, Anthony. Love you, really. But no, in terms of Sutton, a very poor window. Not signing and then also losing your best player is awful. You don't want to lose your best player, and if you do, you've got to bring someone in, and they still haven't, to any real note from the notes.
No, fair play. Good assessment, that. Analysis is that keeper still at Sutton who famously ate that part.
No, he got sacked as soon as he done it, didn't he?
Yeah.
And rightly so, by the way.
Yeah. Chris says Sutton 22nd, massively overachieved last season in their debut season. They expect big second season syndrome. It can be done.
I just think if they would have kept Ajiboye, I don't want to keep mentioning him, but he was generally that good. And to get a move to Peterborough in League One, who are going to be fighting to get promotion back to the Championship, that's a good signing. But not just that, they haven't recruited barely anyone. They've brought in a couple of players to the sort of under 23 squad. I'm like, get someone in your first team. Don't worry about your development squad. You haven't got time to do that. So that's quite irritating on their point.
Definitely. Now says Sutton 16th is his prediction. Next up then, into 17th. And you've gone for Colchester United.
Yeah. Again, it's lack of signings. Brendan Wiradu left for Fleetwood. Good player he is, Brendan Wiradu. So quick. Very good midfielder. Frank Newball's there. They've got a lot of former Ipswich players, because I believe there's a link there. I think Cole Skuse is there. I think I'm not even looking. Anthony, I'm blind. I'm not by your smart comments either. I'm just blind. But yeah, they've not really recruited well at all. The squad they have is surprisingly too good for where I've put them. The squad on paper should be, pushing for the playoffs. And if you would have said to me 2, 3, 4 seasons ago that Colchester would be battling relegation for the next few seasons, I would have laughed, because the squad they had at 3, 4 seasons ago, they were battling promotion every year, and it was like, surely this is when they get out of the league, and it's just completely fallen on its head. I think the overuse of these Ipswich players is costing them. Nolan's, Cole Skuse. They're going to bring in they'll bring in Mick McCarthy next to manage them. It's just stupid. I don't see it. I don't like it when clubs bring in. I get experience is key for League Two, but the over reliance of 35-plus-year-olds is not going to get you promoted. You need someone with a lot of legs, a lot of energy, and players that are hungry. Average season for Colchester.
It's mad. I used to hate Colchester with a passion. Like when they had obviously Teddy Sheringham at the arse end of his career. A player that always used to score against Burnley as well in the early 2000s were Jamie Curitan.
Yes.
He was a proper shithouse, him.
Yeah, he went on to play for Dagenham and Redbridge, and we played them in the season they went down. And when he came on, he got booed because everyone hates him anyway, because he's a bit of a shithouse. He scored, and then he scored a hat-trick that day. He scored, went over to the fans, went like that, so they got on his back even more. And when he scored his second, he walked over like an absolute idiot and went like that for the time, as if to say, how long left, sort of thing, because he scored 2 off the bench. And then when he scored his hat-trick, he just literally walked in front of the Newport dugout where the home fans are and just smiled and went like that. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what a absolute shithouse. Can't stand him.
I bet it weren't shithouse. I bet it was something else, a lot stronger.
Yes, beginning with C probably. And not crap.
Good old see you next Tuesday. I know what you mean.
Yes.
Chris says Colchester 19th, got bad owners, but manager there got Wayne Brown, always does a job for them. And squad on paper too good. Unfortunately, they're bottom half level these days. Sad to see for the size of their club.
Yeah, absolutely. This stadium is very nice as well.
Yeah. Mark, I'm winding you up. Well, I couldn't wait for this stream. He's been itching to get all his repentant anger out, hasn't he?
That's up. The internet goes down in Bristol. It usually does around 9 o'clock. So
it does. It does. It goes down and it's overtaken by pirate radio. Some ship in the middle of Bristol is just like.
I was gonna say the windmills have stopped running around 9 o'clock. So can't get their energy. I'm only messing, Anthony. You know that.
Up into 16th then, and well. Christopher Welch, are you listening? Are you watching? Mark, explain. I'm sure Chris is sat there going, yeah, go on, Mark, explain.
Right. So the way I'm going with this is 20th last season, roller coaster of a season, ups, downs, talk of relegation, then potentially we're going to go down to Simpson coming in, completely changing it, getting the players who don't want to play out, and just getting players who are on board and want to play for Carlisle Football Club. And I think that's the key. I think when I say 16th, I think the gap between 16th and like 12th, 13th is only going to be a couple of points. I think this part of the table will all be sort of congested. So I don't think 16th is actually miles away off 12th, 13th. Good signings. Thomas Holy is a fantastic goalkeeper for League One, League Two. Been around at Ipswich, Gillingham, I think it was as well, if I remember rightly. I'll tell you what, the signing of Ryan Edmondson on loan from, on a permanent, from Leeds, and Sonny Hilton on loan from Fulham. I seen Chris's tweet the other day about Sonny Hilton just saying baller with two fire, like lava emojis. I was like, yeah, he's going to be good next season then. Omari Patrick is there as well, fantastic striker. I think 16th is deceptive for Carlisle. I think it's not a 16th as in, we're 2-3 places off 17th, 2-3 points off 17th and miles off top half. But the players they have let go, Joe Riley, very good player, and Calvin Mellor, very good players. Someone else, I think Howard as well, left.
Did you say Joe Riley?
Yeah, Joe Riley, yeah.
Is that the guy that were a United youth prospect?
Yes, yeah. I can't remember where he went. He went somewhere, then he went to Carlisle. It might have been Crewe or Walsall. No, he's gone to Walsall. He went somewhere, then he went to Carlisle. But yeah, I think 16th, but not miles away from top half.
No, fair enough, fair enough. Chris, if you're still in, let us know your thoughts. He's gone quiet. I think he might. If he has left, he left at a good point. I think you got lucky with it, Mike. Oh no, he ain't. He's still here. He's still here. He says, I think 12th for us. I think it's sensible, respectful prediction from Mark, so I'm not complaining. I expect better season from us anyway.
And still, 20th, from 20th to 16th is still progression anyways. 4 places in League Two is hard to do. Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Let's be honest, anyone can play for Newport, Anthony says.
Definitely not. Dom Telford shit himself out of it. So
exactly. I'll take 16th. Still progress from last season. So fair enough. Fair enough. The friendship lasts.
Yes.
Into 15th then. And Dom Telford's new club, would you believe? Crawley Town.
First of all, I do want to say something. You're an absolute snake for leaving us for them. And what a joke. I know football is obviously for yourself and to better yourself. The package at Crawley is unbelievable. For God's sake. The package at Crawley is so appetizing. They've got these new owners. They've got money to spend on players. They've not just brought in Dom Telford. They've brought in Travis Johnson from Crewe, which is a fantastic signing. And they've even let players go like Reece Grego-Cox, who was at us before as well. A very good player. And the fact that they've gone and signed Dom Telford when League One teams we're actually looking at him, and Telford rejected these League One bids. I'm not too sure what the League One bids are, but I'm from a few Newport fans that I know have good information. Apparently, it was Port Vale and Exeter that he rejected to sign for Crawley, so it's not a location thing. It's purely money. Look, I wish him all the best, but he's not going to score more than 5 goals at Crawley because they just don't create the chances. Mid-table again.
Fair enough. Fair play. Do you think Dom Telford will hit the ground running with Crawley, or?
I personally don't. And look, I know Chris is probably going to put in the chat. He's probably writing it right now. The only reason why he's saying that is because Bradford. That was it. Yeah, Bradford. What was I saying? Yeah, the only reason why I don't think he'll hit the ground running is because Crawley don't make as many chances as we made for him last season. Like last season, we looked at the chances that we created and looked at the players that were giving us sort of attacking outlets. Ollie Cooper, Finn Azaz. We had Jake Kane in midfield. Courtney Baker Richardson would set stuff up for Dom Telford. Dom Telford, I think like 8 of his goals, he set him up himself. He picked the ball up and just kept running with it because he's so quick. I don't think Crawley can make that many chances for him. But look, if he gets the service, Dom Telford will score goals for you, and that's why they've signed him.
Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, Chris says Joe Riley came from Bradford. Well, we love ex-Bradford players. Patrick Gibson, Devitt, list goes on. Sure does. Sure does. On to 14th then, and the Dons, AFC Wimbledon.
Yeah. We were talking, or you were talking to Jake yesterday about Sheffield Wednesday, and Wimbledon have probably lost their best player to Sheffield Wednesday, Ben Hennigan. He was absolutely unbelievable for him last season, and a team that got relegated. The fact that there's League One Championship clubs saying no, we want him, just shows how much they were last season, or how good they were last season, and how a relegation, we see it in the Premier League, we see it in any league. If you go down, but you're one of your best players, you'll get snapped up pretty much very easily. And that's exactly what happened to Hennigan. They replaced him with Alex Pearce on loan, which I like. I like Alex Pearce from Millwall. When we loaned in Sid Nelson a few seasons ago, we were actually linked to Alex Pearce. I think we got the wrong centre-back because Sid Nelson was awful. We should have got Pearce. But that's a good replacement. But they've not improved on the relegated squad last season. I don't see... They've been flirting with relegation for 3-4 years, AFC Wimbledon, and I just think I think when they got promoted out of League Two, it was lucky. I hate to say that, but it was lucky. And I do feel as though they will be just a bang average League Two team for like a couple of seasons.
No, fair enough. Chris says Crawley 16th for him. Got to take time with new owners, make quality signings, but improve a manager who has no experience. Interesting. I'm sure we'll get his thoughts of AFC Wimbledon as well, as he says there, Wimbledon 15th. So,
we nearly got one right.
Nearly shared it. Up into 13th then, unlucky for some, and you've gone for Tranmere Rovers.
Yeah, Tranmere, it's difficult. They've lost Sam Foley, who I think is, like I said, personally, it's not money because Barrow got no money. Sorry if there are any Barrow fans watching this, but they've got no money, so he's not left for money. Don't know what, actually, come to think of it, I don't know why Sam Foley's left Tranmere for Barrow. It really doesn't make any sense. So they've lost him, which is a big loss. And Jay Spearing, those of you who know Jay Spearing, left Tranmere to go and be under-18s coach at Liverpool. That's I know obviously he's gone to be a coach, so everyone could be like, well, he's not that good then if he's gone to be a coach. But he still was unbelievable in League Two. He was dictating the play, even at his age, was probably one of the best players in League Two as well. Talk about a Welsh midfielder, another team in League Two. Mickey Mellon, as much as I can't stand him for that playoff final loss against Tranmere, his comments, what he said about us, that we're diving and just hope that we got a penalty in that game. That was embarrassing from a professional manager, but we move. So I can't just hold grudges for that bloody long. That was in 2019, for bloody hell's sake. So I'm not going to hold a grudge that long. So if anyone does annoy me, don't worry, I won't take three years to degrudge you. But no, I think solid for them. I think playoffs is definitely out of their reach with the loss of Foley, the loss of Spearing, just even Peter Clark at centre-back. I think Peter Clark was one of their best centre-backs last season. They've lost him, which is, again, another massive loss. They've lost one of their best midfielder, their best attacking midfielder in Sam Foley, and their best centre-back in Peter Clark, all to League Two teams, which is going to absolutely devastate them. Yeah, it feels that way with Motherwell. She is well, actually. Thanks.
See, I like Mickey Mellon, but obviously that's just because of obviously playing for Burnley in his playing career. And then obviously I think we give him a bit of a pathway when he started his career in coaching and stuff. And he did a bit of that at the turf as well. So we sort of have a bit of respect for him. But when it comes to it, I think this is his second stint as Tranmere manager, isn't it?
Yeah. Because because in the 2019 playoff final, which we did get robbed. If they are biased people, that you're entitled to your opinion, but people that seen that final against Tranmere, we were absolutely robbed. And then after it, when they obviously done their sort of post-match interview after the celebration, he said Newport are I can't remember the word he used, but basically they're a whining team and they just cry about everything until a decision goes their way. And I was like, hang on a minute, hold the phone. There was 4 different penalty claims that we should have had in that game, and then obviously got robbed 2 years later against Morecambe. So, we weren't whining. And he said that there was a few comments, and you think after getting promotion you would big up your side, but the first thing that came out of his mouth was having to go at us, and I was like, that's a bit peculiar. Surely you should be celebrating your side's promotion rather than bloody having to go at us, which just shows we're rent-free in his head. So big up to Mickey Mellon for that.
Yeah, true. Living rent-free, not wrong with that.
I think he did, Anthony, actually. I think Ronaldo did.
Edgar Davids at Barnet, Ronaldo at Motherwell.
Wes Houlihan at Cambridge. It doesn't sound as glamorous, does it? Let's be honest.
Does it act? And next up, you've gone for the class of 92 and Salford City. Yeah,
Chris is going to be loving this. A team that me and Chris both agree on are way overrated. Absolutely way overrated. They've lost Donald Love at right back, who was very good from them. Another Manchester United Academy graduate. They've lost Mo Torre as well, which is an interesting one because Mo Torre was at us, left us on a free. Salford picked him up. I didn't think he was anywhere near League Two level, to be honest. That's why I was happy with him leaving us. And then when I looked at their release list, he's gone to Marine. Now, the only reason why I'll say Marine is because Tottenham played them in the FA Cup. It wasn't last season, the season before. And it really sort of, I don't know what it was. It was just like, I don't know why he's gone down to that far down the English Premier. I thought he could potentially give a go at National League. So I don't think they were too sort of worried about that. But then they brought in Callum Hendry from St Johnstone, which does look like a very, very good signing. Whether he can gel into that team, because he seems like a different type of striker to what Salford have over the last few years. And yeah, that word right there, bottle jobs. They'll top half. They might go on a bit of a cup run, but I just don't see any consistency. They don't get me wrong, they're very good on their day. On their day, they're excellent. They beat us 3-0 at their place. It was 2-0 inside 10 minutes, and we may as well just packed off and go home. I remember that, actually. I was actually late to the game because I got on the wrong bus to Salford's ground, so I was late. Walked into the ground and looked at the scoreboard, and it was 1-0. I was like, oh, all right, bad start. Got where I was going to stand for the game, and then as soon as I got comfortable, they made it 2-0. I was like, great, thank you. So they outplayed us in that game. They beat us 4-0 at Rodney Parade as well, behind closed doors. They're on their day, they're excellent, but off it, they're absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I agree. For someone that comes out and says you've got to take time with stuff and then we'll chop and change as soon as something doesn't go right, just doesn't sit well with me. I thought they'd have got promoted if they'd have kept hold of Graham Alexander, to be fair. But obviously, their choice.
The thing is with the class of 92, they want success instantly, don't they?
Yeah. Anthony says, damn, my missus has got a pair of shoes that have got more of a point than Newport going to get this season.
Is your missus a centipede?
And Chris says, Salford, first season in League Two. Gary Neville was already looking at League One. Never easy, is it?
Yeah, the first season they came in, they brought Adam Rooney. And and they were like, oh, don't worry, Adam Rooney will take us up to League One. Now look at them. They're basically, I'd probably say they are one of the best teams on on paper. They are one of the best teams on paper. And the thing is, with Niall, the thing is with Gary Neville, he's so ruthless, but in ruthlessness, you've got to be clever, and he's just getting rid of managers left, right, and centre. I don't even know who the manager is at the moment because I think they got rid of their last manager. To be honest, it's a mess. Salford are a right mess of a club. They want to get out of the league. I think it will eventually happen because it happened to Forest Green. I said Forest Green weren't going to get out of the league, and look what happened last season. So they could easily get promoted, but I just don't see any consistency there.
No, fair shout. Up into 11th then, and Stockport County back in the Football League, and respectable finish for the first season back.
I genuinely think that this may sound a bit deluded, but I do actually still think this is a bit too low. I think they could genuinely get the playoffs. They seem they were excellent last season. I think you take Wrexham away from that league and how Wrexham changed when they had the owners and stuff. I think Stockport would have won the league by a long, long way. An excellent football inside, huge fan base. I only know that from trying to get a Stockport fan to do a video, and there was about 15 YouTubers that do vlogs for Stockport. I was like, bloody hell! They average like 4,000-5,000 a game in the National League, which is unreal. I think their season tickets have already sold out for League Two. And the problem with Stockport is they've got Manchester United and Manchester City like right in a close sort of district to them. So it's hard to attract fans, but they still get regular fans going, week in, week out. Half of Man City fans are Stockport fans, for crying out loud. So, it doesn't, and that's not a joke, that famous picture of the Stockport fan, and then 12 years later, he's a Man City fan. I generally think if Stockport stay in League Two for the next 5-10 years, which I think they will, they'll get all these fans back. Massive club for this league. I think the signings have been very, very good. They've took Torquay's two best players in Joe Lewis and Lemon Evans, which, if you're going to go out of the National League, taking the best players in the National League with you up to League Two is a good bouncing block to go with. And Kyle Watton up front as well from Notts County is another fantastic signing. Look, I'm not going to get on their high horse because they still are a newly promoted team. I'll wait until the first couple of months of the season. If they're 10th or 9th, then I may say they could be in for a playoff place here. But I'll go steady 11th for now.
11th's fine, and Chris seems to agree with you as well.
Bloody hell.
Stockport 11th. I'm not going to jump on their bouncy castle too much. Don't know where the hype come from. They have a good budget, strong top half table. And then he says, ex-Carlisle, Paddy Madden, proven goal scorer. And then he also says Stockport, before signings, already had a ridiculous squad. And Anthony says Port Vale, but they're League One.
Yeah, they've just been promoted, yeah.
Yeah, they're League One, Port Vale. So then into the top 10, and in 10th place is Swindon Town.
Yeah, I've gone on something that I think may happen in the transfer window. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to look like a right idiot now because I think it may happen, and that's Harry McCurdy. I think he may potentially get a League One or Championship offer. As much as me, Chris, and a lot of League Two fans hate him, Harry McCurdy is an absolutely fantastic footballer. I know he's a bit weird off the pitch, and I will admit he is a bit of a weirdo off the pitch. He's not, he has these weird dress senses and stuff like that, and his attitude to the game is just funny. People just take the mick out of him in the playoff semi-final. He missed that penalty and then was laughing towards the Swindon fans. I find that a bit weird, to be honest, considering he just cost his own team, potentially promotion. So yeah, I think if he goes, it'll be this, but which I'm expecting him to go. They've lost Egbo as well to Charlton, Joe Wallacott to Charlton. The problem, I always say this, the problem about having a good season in League Two or League One, you're going to lose your players if you don't go up. It's just going to happen. Because League One, if you're League Two, League One, if you're League One, Championship teams will come after your players. And we've even seen it in in Burnley's case, for example, Scott Twine was unbelievable last season. Burnley were like, no, you're not playing League One. Come and play in the Championship. And for Scott Twine, it's just like, all right, where do you want to sign, sort of thing. So it's very much the easy step up to make. And yeah, they've signed in Reece Devine, again, another Man United sort of academy graduate. I think this is his first official move out of Man United. They've all been loan moves. So he's actually not on the Man United books anymore, which is a relief for him. He was at Bradford, I think, on loan last season. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I will say this now, just for anyone that is interested. With McCurdy, I'm going to say third. But I just do believe he's going to leave. Like, Swindon fans are already saying he could be off.
Well, fair shout. Niall says Swindon 7th. And Chris says Swindon 4th. They've lost their manager, but this is on if they keep McCurdy. If they do, they have a chance. Yeah. And he also says that Swindon have got a good budget as well. So,
especially if they sell McCurdy, because he's under contract, so someone will have to pay a fee for him, and we're probably looking at £2-3 million maybe as a maximum. Wow. Yeah, I think he's that good. I think Harry McCurdy is fantastic. He was at Newport, again, another player at Newport, and he was at Carlisle. And when he scored against when he scored against Carlisle this season, he annoyed a few Carlisle fans, especially one in the chat.
I bet it did. 9th in the table, then you have gone. Oh, going backwards. What am I doing? Sorry about that. So from 10th to 9th, you've gone for the club that pretty much everyone can see as long as every away day.
Yes,
no matter where you go on an away day, you always pass Walsall's ground. Walsall in 9th. Explain that one. Yeah.
Look, this could again be champions or top 3. I think they'll just about miss out. The positives, Michael Flynn, look, absolute legend. I will never say a bad word about Michael Flynn, a true footballing legend for us. Not just that, he's rebuilt this Walsall team. I'll go through some of the transfers in a second, but he's totally rebuilt it. And it's upsetting because I can see exactly what he'd done at Newport, what he's now doing at Walsall. And it's like, if he gets promotion in the playoffs with them, I'm going to be furious. And our first home game of the season is against them. So Michael Flynn's first away game of the season is Rodney Parade, which that is going to be fiery. But I'll just go through a few of the signings. Andy Williams at Cheltenham dropped down from League One. Isaac Hutchinson from Derby dropped down to League Two. Brandon Comley, Joe Riley from Carlisle, Peter Clark from Tranmere. They've signed, I can't pronounce his second name, but the goalkeeper from Wickham, Prijsbeck. Liam Gordon from Bolton, Owen Evans from Cheltenham, and Liam Bennett from Cambridge. He's gone into what he's done is, like I said, it's basically the exact same as what he'd done at Newport. He's gone to League One clubs, and this is going to sound bad, but he's basically gone to the League One and said, what players don't you want then? Everyone that you don't want will get. And when he done it for Newport, it worked. So I think this is a very, very good Walsall side that could be up there. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I think everyone from 10th to 1st could change between each other during the season.
No, fair shout. James is in the chat. Obviously, James Reed Fan TV, Bournemouth channel, and a Bournemouth supporter. Not seen you in the chat before, so it's nice to have you in. Thank you very much for your support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already yet, please do drop a subscription on the channel. Okay, we are a Burnley channel, but we do like to mix it up with a lot more sports stuff, not just Burnley stuff as well. So thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're well. And he says there, it's 4-1 Norway.
I'm watching that in the background, yeah.
The Euros. And Niall does have a point. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth. Smash those likes. He says, smash those likes. And I agree with him. Please do drop a like on this video. Please do sub to the channel if you're new and you haven't already. And hit that notification bell if you want to be notified. If not, just the subscription button. I'll be happy enough with that. Chris says Walsall 7th. New owners, already had a good squad, in my opinion, before the signings. Connor
Forgot
Wilkinson.
Forgot about Wilkinson, to be fair.
Scores goals for fun. Only risk is a lot of signings can basically disrupt the squad.
Yeah,
which is totally true. It's totally true. Niall says hey to James in the chat as well. But as I say, James, nice to see you in the chat. Really do appreciate you coming in. Eighth then, you've gone for Mansfield.
Just
Ooh,
I've got an 8th. Yeah, I think they were excellent last season again. Going towards the back end of the season, everyone said, that the certain teams that were in the playoffs at the time, they said, that'll probably be it. And Newport were in it. And me and Chris both said, even though Newport were in the playoffs, said, watch Mansfield. They've got Clough in charge, Nigel Clough, fantastic manager. Not only that, a fantastic squad. They've got goals from everywhere. There's a really good spirit in Mansfield. They've signed well. They've got in Scott Flinders from Cheltenham, which is a fantastic goalkeeper. And arguably, I know people may disagree, but potentially signing of the summer in League Two in Hiram Boateng from MK Dons. Unbelievable midfielder. Really
He's a quality player, to be fair.
Yeah, he was at Exeter, got promoted with them, went to MK Dons, nearly got promoted with them. I think Mansfield are going to be harsh to miss out on playoffs this year. It's going to be the 4 I've got in the playoffs. I think may just have a little bit more than them. I think they've done absolutely fantastic. And Ferrand Rawson that they've lost is a big loss as well at the back. Signed for Morecambe. The Mansfield fans basically said, if we don't get promoted in the playoff final, Rawson's gone. And then they lost, and then he was like walking around the Mansfield end, basically saying, "Good luck, basically for the future. I'm off," sort of thing. And they knew that. The fans knew that he was going anyway. Yeah. The club is going in the right place. I think they'll be so unlucky to miss out on playoffs.
No, fair shout. Chris says Mansfield champions for him. Interesting, very interesting indeed. As I say, Mark has them in 8th. You have them as champions, so I'm sure that you'll have a chat about that at some point as well when the season comes to a conclusion. 7th then, Crewe. I'm surprised you put Crewe so high, to be honest. I thought they were about a mid-table, mediocre sort of club, but Crewe in 7th. What's your reasoning? What's your thinking?
There's a real reasoning here that could split decision either way. The reason why I've gone for them so high when people probably may not is due to the fact that because they were the first team to get relegated out of League One, they could already plan for next season. They could already sort of sort the vision out for next season. They could already see which players were going to be leaving. They could sort of evaluate the squad. I think they were relegated with 2 or 3 games to go, something like that. So the final 2 or 3 games, they probably could have said to the squad, I don't know personally, but you could say to the squad, look, you're not going to be here next season. You're too good for League Two. I expect you to ask for a move. You might ask for a move. And they can just play the players that they know 100% going to be there next season. Look at the players that they let go. Chris Porter was never going to stay. I don't know why he's dropped down to the National League with Oldham, though. Travis Johnson has left, obviously, for money in Crawley. So 2 of them have left for different reasons. But the signings they've brought in, obviously, Courtney Baker-Richardson from us. They've brought in Connor Thomas from Cheltenham. Cheltenham have lost a few decent players. I think Cheltenham might struggle in League One next season. Kevin Meller as well from Carlisle. Charlie Cockett as well, or Colquitt from Cheltenham. I'm looking at Courtney Baker-Richardson. I've seen what he done for us last season. I think out of him or Dom Telford, I think I'm more worried about coming up against Baker-Richardson. He's tall, physical. Now we're against Dom Telford. I would tell our centre-backs to put one in on him and, give him the
Dom Telford's scrappy do, isn't he? He'll bite your ankles. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So now Dom Telford's not with us. I would say to my defenders, right, well, now he's not on our side. Go, just put a foot through him if he needs to. Just go right through him. So yeah, that's what I'll say for Crewe. I think they're They are a good side. I like the way they are, and I like the signings they've made. Courtney Baker-Richardson is a very good signing.
No, fair shout. Chris says Crewe 14th. Whenever they got relegated to League Two, first season back in League Two, always been getting used to being back, which I think will be the case. But it is each to their own, as he says. And Saddlers Fan TV is in the chat as well. He says Walsall will be up there. I mean, fingers crossed for you. They are. I mean, where did we put them, Mark?
I think I put them 9th. I think.
Yeah, it were. So, as I say, we decided on 9th. We thought you'd be up and around there, around that area. As I say, it all depends on what's still to happen in the transfer window, etc.
By the way, please just look after Michael Flynn, mate. It bloody hurts me that he's not at us anymore. Just get promoted with him so we don't have to come up against him in League Two. If we don't go up, obviously.
Of course. As well, it's nice to see you in the chat as well, Salas Fan TV, just as it is with James, the Bournemouth fan earlier. Let's say if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It does mean a lot. So thank you very much. And he says that he thinks Walsall will finish higher than Crewe. So I say it's all about opinions. It's all about opinions. It can happen. And as Mark said, look after Michael Flynn. Into 6th then, and you've gone for Gillingham.
Yeah, I absolutely love Verdane Oliver. An absolute unbelievable striker. He was their top goal scorer last season. Just so prolific, Verdane Oliver. I know they got relegated, but they just seem so like. When they went down, they just had a feeling and an energy that they'll come straight back up. Like normally when you get relegated, your heads drop and you slump in a bit. You're not looking forward to pre-season because obviously you're going off the back of a relegation. But they when they got relegated, it seemed stupid because I don't know if you remember it, but it was Rotherham versus Gillingham. Rotherham were, if they win, they get promoted. If Gillingham win, they stay up on the final day against each other. And what you had a pitch invasion. Rotherham fans running to celebrate promotion with their players, and then Gillingham were running on the pitch and having fights with the Rotherham fans, which was hilarious on the final day. I do generally think that Verdane Oliver will score the goals that will keep Gillingham in the league. I do see Sadler's point when he said they have new owners, but I think when you get new owners in League Two, League One, it can take a while for the money to settle in and to get the right signings. And don't get me wrong, you will sign a lot of good players, but in 10 good players, you'll sign 6 or 7 awful ones. And it's just about getting the judging right. Look, we're all entitled to opinion. I think Walsall will be up there.
That's it. The days of Paul Merson. The days of Paul Merson at Walsall. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, he's a Premier, isn't he, I think.
Yeah, I just remember. In fact, my mate were one of the ball boys at the time. He has a picture of somewhere. It's him, Graham Branch, Paul Merson, and I think it was Mark Riley was the referee.
Mike Riley, God.
And
some of his decisions that I've seen on YouTube clips are not the best.
Ant's in the chat. Ant's in Leicester fan channel. Go check out Ant's channel as well. He says League Two prediction is Derby will be there next season, and that's if they don't go bust. Well, the signings they're making at the minute show that they're showing some sort of intent in League One. But
yeah, I think they'll win the league. I think they'll win League One personally.
That's fair shout. Fair shout. Chris says Gillingham second and automatic promotion. I expect them to go straight back up. I think Neil Harris as manager in League Two will be too good for this league and has made decent signings.
Oh, by the way, I didn't actually say this because I haven't put in my prediction. Gillingham will win the playoffs. That is my prediction from the playoff teams. I didn't actually say that. Yeah, I think Gillingham will beat Leyton Orient. No, I think Gillingham will beat Crewe potentially in the final, or the other two, which I can't mention because we've not predicted them yet, which I nearly went and ruined.
Sadler says, mate, to be honest, Paul Merson was class, but then lost it. Yeah, it was arse end of his career, weren't it? To be honest, but we saw it when we had Paul Gascoigne for a year, and then when we had the likes of Ian Wright, we actually wanted Ian Wright to sign another year, but he'd signed a contract with RTV for like a game show and started getting into the TV work. But you never know. You never know. As he says there, he says, Gillingham, you ain't going nowhere. You're poor. Your owner said you won't get backed. Fair play. Fair play. Into fifth then. And you've gone for a place where the skies are blue and the grass is green, Northampton Town. I'm not proud to be, but fifth place, do you think they'll be proud of that?
I think they'll be. I genuinely think they'll be a bit gutted about fifth.
Really?
I think their squad is very good. Again, we're in the playoffs last season. They were poor against Mansfield. I think in the last end of the season, I thought Northampton looked shaky and just sort of stumbled into the playoffs and just kept themselves in there. Obviously, Ryan Haynes from us was excellent last season until he sort of deteriorated towards the end of the season, and then James Rowbury just basically said, "You're not going to be a major part of the team going forward." So, I think that signing is crucial at left back. He was born in Northampton as well, so to go back to your parent club it just gives you an extra boost. It shows the fans extra bit of confidence in the team. As Mason says, Lee Burge, what a signing that is as well. That's an absolutely fantastic signing from Sunderland. And Danny Hilton as well. How they've managed to get Danny Hilton from Luton is a steal. It's an absolute steal. And I'd probably lean towards them getting to the playoff final to potentially taking on Gillingham as a potential playoff final. Very strong squad. Actually, going into this, I think I'm a bit biased the way I've put Newport. I'll take it though. You got to support your club.
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah.
Can already see the comments now. But yeah, what a window! And apparently, Northampton have said that they're not even finished yet. There's a lot more that that they want to get through the door.
No, fair shout. Chris says Northampton fifth, but I think they'll win the playoffs this time. They lost a few players. They've signed players as well, and they were a joy to watch last season as times. Sadler says Walsall ain't finished with signings yet. We have another 6 trialists. Well, as he says there, Timmy Abraham as well.
He was awful. He was apt. Don't get him, Sadlers. He was crap. you might think Abraham. Oh, Tammy Abraham's been lighting it up. His brother might be decent. No, he is dog awful. Awful. Look, if he does well for you, fair play to him. But he was dog awful at us. Got rid of him. We terminated his loan. He was awful.
Wow. Chris, I think Northampton beat Swindon in his playoff prediction. Anthony says, Dan, did you make Kate a cup of tea last night? Yes, I did.
Good man.
Wait, not last night or the night before? I definitely made you one and brought it up because I only had water. Oh, that might have been Monday Club. That might have been Monday. Start the week off nice and then let her do it rest. Oh, joking. Exactly. I do have to give her a chance. Oh, you're still talking about football. Sorry. But yeah, Mason, nice to see you in the chat as well. Not seen you before. So, as I say, if you are new, drop a sub. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, so please do show your support to the channel. As I say, Sadler says, got to be given a chance. And Chris says, rather Tristan Abrahams than Timmy. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah, Tristan. Oh, I'm still gutted. We let Tristan Abrahams go, and now he's playing in. I can't remember where's he signed, Chris. You'll remember, but he's in non-league now. Oh, such a devastating story.
Wow. And then Sadler says, I'll join after me. Not a problem. Cheers. Thank you very, very much. Kate, I'm not even going to have that sort of
Eastleigh. That's it.
Eastleigh, yeah.
What a drop off. When that pandemic season, he scored 2 goals against Swansea to knock them out of the Carabao Cup. He scored against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, scored 2 away at Bolton in League Two. He was on fire, and then just oh bloody hell, just deteriorated out of the squad and just never really played again, to be honest.
Wow. Sadler says, mate, what teams do you both support? Well, Mark is a Newport County supporter.
Yeah.
For his sins, and I'm a Burnley fan. I don't know why I went. I'm like I was ashamed. I'm a Burnley
supporter. You're going to go up this season. You're not going to finish 8th, Dan.
Nah, I don't want us to just go up and then come straight back down. I'd rather us, true.
If
we're going to do it, go and do it properly. But yeah, I'm a Burnley supporter. Mark's a Manchester United / Newport supporter.
I don't really care about Man United anymore, to be honest. They're a mess. Just leave them. Just let them Man United fans talk to themselves.
Chris says, I like Abraham, but just not good enough, to be honest.
You're bang goals for Eastleigh.
Tristan will score goals at Eastleigh, though. Fair shout. And then he said, mate, Newport second game, I'm
on holiday. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. It is what it is.
It's all right. Fire abuse at the rest of them. And Mason said, please, you said that about Man United. Who do you support, Mason? Who do you support? Let us know. Pointless asking you, Sadlers. I think it's very, very easy to guess who you support.
It's got to be Leyton Orient.
Chris Welsh, obviously, he's a Carlisle supporter. But yeah, Mason, let us know who you support as well. Into 4th then. And funnily enough, it's who you just mentioned, Leyton Orient.
Yeah. Again, a very good squad, good manager.
Newcastle and Swansea.
I've got to be honest. I need to. I've done it every single year for like 3 seasons now. I need to stop doing it. I keep putting Leyton Orient 4th because of the respect I have for them, obviously, with Justin Edinburgh. I need to take that sort of mind away from it and be a bit more realistic. But I'm sticking to my guns. They've brought in Theo Archibald from Lincoln, who's a very good player. The squad that they've already got, I do generally think they could be up there. Come on, Sadlers. What's my prediction on my channel when I do it? Like,
I think he's just tried to do this and bring controversy to my channel, the bastard. But I'm telling you, he's, these are 100% this will be totally different. On his, Leyton Orient will be about 15th or something like that.
No, they'll still be in the same vicinity. Don't worry. But no, I think the squad is good. The only thing I don't like about them is that man there, Richie Wellens. I cannot stand that man. Seriously, he is such a whining little girl. He's just so irritating. He just gets under your skin, and he does it to get a reaction. And I always bloody react to it because he annoys me. But he just makes these snidey little comments. When he was Salford manager, he said about Newport's pitch being like a beach, and that they would have hammered us if we actually played on a football pitch rather than a beach. So I was getting annoyed about that, and I shouldn't really, because he's managing an awful team, or he was managing an awful team in Salford. But they could be up there, Leyton Orient, and I'm definitely not biased with this one. What have I done with this? I don't know.
I know what you've done with it. Exactly what you just said. Biased bastard. 3rd place, Newport County. I mean,
do you know what? Look, I will justify it because you've got to.
Of course.
Last season was embarrassing. The end of last season was absolutely embarrassing. And I'm already accepting what people are going to say because I totally admit it. But I'm not going to ever back against my team. So as much as it may seem deluded or biased, I really couldn't care because you've got to back against your team. Because if you don't, then what's the point? There's just no point. I generally think going into this season, I was worried. I was looking at it. I was like, Dom Telford's leaving. Haynes is going to leave. I said Baker Richardson's going to leave. And then I looked at the signing. Zanzala is a difficult one. Aaron Wilding's a very good signing. Will Evans is unproven at the moment. Declan Drysdale, I actually asked a few Coventry fans and they said they gutted that Declan Drysdale hasn't actually been given an opportunity at Coventry, and that's a championship team. Sam Bowen is a very good midfielder at Cardiff. You're going to find a little tune here. Chanka Zimba from Cardiff. Omar Bogle from Cardiff. James Rowbury using
Did you still share a taxi?
Yeah, they probably just all come on a skateboard. I don't know why I said that. But those signings from Cardiff are ones that are good for two reasons. They're all players that are hungry, want to fight. And not only that, they've also been, coached by James Rowbury and the assistant manager, Carl Serrant. There's definitely a belief that we can push on. I mean, whether I want to believe what Newport fans have said on forums that we could get promoted, because that may just be amber tinted glasses on, but I definitely we'll finish inside the top 7 100%. We'll be in that top 7. It's just whether it's automatic or in the playoffs. Bogle wasn't poor yes, he scored 5 goals, but Hartlepool just didn't play his system. It was very much completely different to how he played at Cardiff. I know I hate Cardiff, but he did do good for them. Yes, we've lost Dom Telford, which is definitely a massive loss. I think Podrick Amond is pretty much irrelevant. Baker Richardson is a big loss. And the main loss, I know obviously Telford scored all the goals, but the main loss was actually Ryan Haynes, if I'm being truthfully honest. And yeah, I'd agree with that. I've said to a few friends that I generally think if Rowbury isn't inside the top 7 by October, November, he'll be gone. He'll be sacked, because the club and the board want promotion this year. They've already said it. They want to get out of this league now. They've got options to, sort of expand or rebuild a stadium and stuff to build on, because we've been in this is our 10th season in this league now. So come on, let's just get out of it, please.
I just want to go back to that comment. So that's why I shocked from a team who finished lower than you. Now, all I'm going to say from a Burnley perspective is when we got promoted, Middlesbrough signed Victor Valdez, and Burnley signed Nick Pope and Johan Berg Gudmundsson for 2.5 million in a joint deal from Charlton, and they'd both just been relegated. And okay, Johan Berg Gudmundsson, he's been a bit of a glass ankles, crock of shit, but Nick Pope has gone on now to play at Newcastle. Eventually will probably play higher up for England as well. Tom Heaton got relegated with Bristol City. That's
not a shock, is it? Relegated with Bristol City?
No, sorry, Anthony, I didn't want to get that one in. But he I think he got relegated with Cardiff as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So and Tom Heaton obviously went on to get into the England setup and did do pretty well. So sometimes, you've just got to find that gem in a team that sort of has faltered. I mean, that's what pisses me off as a Burnley fan as well, that everybody in the Premiership was slagging Burnley off. Left, right and centre, shit, hoofball, anti-football, what are you doing? Like, I'm fed up of it. It's football for the aged. Like, adapt to the league, will you? And then we get relegated, and it's almost like, right, I'll have him and him and him, and I'll take him as well. And it's just like, are you taking the piss or what? You can't have your cake and eat it. But as you said there, as I said there, sorry, you can always sometimes spot a gem in a bunch of bad eggs, and you never know. You never know.
Not just that. When you shot lower or further down the pyramid, those players are more hungry and more wanting to fight, because they know that they're in a lower league and you're above them. They want to prove themselves at that higher league, don't they? They don't want to be in.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a bit biased, Niall. Come on, we're not going to win the bloody league. I think even finishing third is out of reach a bit, but God, definitely winning the league, definitely not. Imagine we go and win the league now. that would be quite funny.
Oh, that's nice to hear. I like the fact that we've changed it up a bit now as well. We're not just playing this hoofball anymore. We're going to have a new style of play. Company said that he's not, results will come, but he wants people to come to Turf Moor and enjoy the fact that he's seen an enjoyable game of football. And off the back of that, hopefully the results will follow it. Then Chris says, well said, Dan. Thank you very much. Now says, Kate, sort the situation out. Get Daniel that drink of Capri Sun and Sunny Delight. Now we're reverting back to old types. Just saying, slow it down. Go take your happy pills. Anthony says,
I agree.
I think if Burnley got rid of Sean Dyche earlier, they would have stayed. You know what? Yeah, fair play. I pretty much would have said the same. All
it would have took is 2 or 3 weeks earlier for Pace to just pull the plug on Dyche. I
don't know. It's a strange one because you got the result against Everton, and then sort of, I don't know whether that were a capitalist or what, but I just, Anthony, you know full well, you wrote the comment, Arsene Wenger, that got stale, didn't it? And you can have all the success in the world with a manager, but eventually, it just falters. Chris says that Pope and Tarkowski are definitely good signings for Newcastle and Everton. I think Tarky's done himself short by going to Everton, in my opinion.
Could have gone to Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester, West Ham. It could have joined Newcastle as well. He'd been linked with them. So very interesting. Sadler says Weghorst is poor, mate. Oh, he is. He's a dire.
Connor Roberts told him anyway.
Yeah.
What a man.
Luca's in the chat. He says, big up everyone. Big up to yourself, Luca. He says, I'm in the house, and that you are. He says, Sean Dyche would have kept you up. Nah.
They were dead. If you look at Burnley before Michael Jackson moonwalked into the job, it was it was a thrilling end to the city. No, we need to stop now.
Stop there.
But Go
already subscribe, Luca.
Unless he means on a second account, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But cheers, Luca. It's nice to have you in, and thank you for the subscription as well. Really do appreciate it.
But before you got Michael Jackson in, the decline was awful. The players just looked like they couldn't be asked. Michael Jackson comes in and just completely, give the players freedom. Just said, go and play your game. Play your game, and you nearly stayed up.
No, it's true. It's true. Luca and Sadler's talking about Super Sadler Seb. Anthony says, yeah, you're right. It did under Wenger, but I would have kept Unai Emery. Good shout. Luke says, no worries. Chris says, yeah, I think mostly everyone is in their house in Luca.
Yes, Chris.
So let's go up to your top two then. Obviously, four automatically get promoted, don't they?
Three and then the playoff.
Three in a playoff, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Now says, I think most people are in their bedrooms, Luca. I don't know. I'm in the front room. Obviously, the kids are in bed, so I can't really start doing a video upstairs. But anyway, second in the league. You've gone for Doncaster Rovers, and do you see them bringing League One football to the Keepmoat?
Yeah, straight back for me. Ben Close is there, Adam Clayton. The quality that they have in their team is unbelievable. I think they're a fantastic footballing team. I actually can't wait to play Doncaster. It sounds stupid, but I actually love the way they play. The style of football they have is unbelievable. I really enjoy watching. Well, I watched their final game of the season. I can't remember who it was against when they went down. It wasn't Fleetwood, because I know Fleetwood had Bolton. Gillingham had Rotherham. It was someone else, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, they've got a very good squad. I like the squad. And they've even brought in, some decent players. They brought in Biggins from Fleetwood, who's a good player. George Miller from Barnsley, again, dropping down. And then what we talked about at the top of the show, Luke Molyneux obviously left Hartlepool, and this is where he's gone to Doncaster. And I think as a relegated League One side, if you come down, and take the best players from League Two who shined not in the top sides because Hartlepool finished quite low down the table. If you can take players from teams around 15th to like 22nd in League Two, that's what you need to do. Basically, you can take those players that the top end League Two and those teams won't be looking at because they'll be like, well, we don't need to get someone from Hartlepool when we can get someone from Mansfield, for example, where there are definitely some very good players in the bottom teams in the league. And I like the signings. Luke Molyneux is an unbelievable signing.
No, fair shout. Lucas says Newport will get 6th. Then now asking, what about your former MK Dons player signing for Burnley, Scott Twine?
The poshest ever player, poshest ever person to live in Burnley. Hello, this is Scott Twine. Delighted to join up the Clarets.
As soon as he did that, I was like, no, we've not signed this guy. He's way too out of his depth.
He makes Patrick Bamford look like a thug.
Anthony says, give us a wave, Kate, if you're in the living room. Is that okay, Dan? It's okay with me. It depends whether she can be asked getting up and coming over and giving you a wave. Sadler says, we got rid of Miller. He's poor, really bad. And Luke says, Twine, good signing for Burnley. Cheers, Luke. I really do appreciate that. And Chris says, we're Motherwell in this league. Hey, go on, Chris. Did it finish 4-1, by the way?
Yeah, it did.
Fair play. Fair play. Chris Welch says, I can't stand these fake EFL transfer rumour page on Twitter. Made up rumour of Amari Patrick joining Tranmere yet when we just brought a house near Carlisle. Clowns. And
the thing is, that account follows no one.
Yeah, there were one out the other day. It said something like Memphis Depay is linked with a move. Also recently relegated Burnley are linked with him, but it mentioned a big club and then it mentioned Burnley as well going in for him. And I was just like, yeah, don't talk absolute waffle.
And not just that, because I know there is a few Newport journalists or people that get Newport transfer rumours pretty right. And, God, that's just diverted attention. But yeah, they're following like a couple of hundred people and they've got like 30,000 followers. So most of them, their tweets are reliable.
Yeah, I agree with what Sadler is saying there. The accounts on Twitter, ignore them. They just want followers.
Yeah. And they're going to get clicks from it, though, because as soon as... And what they do, which is bloody irritating, they'll put the club in like, capital letters, like Sheffield United in capital letters want League One star, and then it says read more for the article. You click on it, and it's like something that's just never going to happen.
And you see a lot of them now. They expect you they'll let you read a paragraph of it, and then you've got to pay a £1 fee to subscribe or something a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done it yet because I don't know why the point is, but the only type of journalism that I would ever subscribe to is the Athletics. I know they're 99%.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Yeah, they're very good.
Speaking of things that aren't too bad, if you can, please do, as Chris says there, make sure you smash a like on this video. I don't know where we're at the moment, but please do smash a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow. We are on the hunt to 500, so please do. Let's get us there. Let's get us to that 500 mark. Chris says as well, people who make them accounts clearly have a bad laugh and need to see the doctors. Niall, do you own any rumour accounts? just skin.
Motherwell a link too.
Motherwell League Two. He says 12 watching, only 9 likes. Who hasn't liked? Oops, me. You teasing me, you naughty.
Oh,
Get that like on. Get that like on, Chris. Anthony says, yeah, good shout, Chris. Come on, everybody. Why did I read that like Dr. Nick from Simpsons? Come on, everybody.
Talking about The Simpsons, have you seen that that woman who does the Simpsons voices. Like
Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah. And then there was like I can't remember what it was, but there's like a radio show. And like
she did it to Ed Sheeran, didn't she?
Yeah. She walks in and they've all got blindfolds on, and then she just does like the Bart Simpson. It's incredible.
If you reach 500, you need to sing that Proclaimers song, 500 Miles. No, you're all right. You're all right. Kate says, I think company is going in the right direction. Luca, bring youth into the team. It's been needed for a while. Now says he doesn't. Kate says, Anthony, the lack of wave means I can't be arsed.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Have now my ginger son. Not a problem. Kate says, and I didn't fart to answer your question either. Sadler says, just subbed and liked, mate. You two are sound as fuck. Cheers, mate. Really do appreciate it.
Yes, thanks.
Really do appreciate it. And you never know, might be able to even get you on if we, get a cup game or whatever. As I say, it'd be nice. Chris says, have you calmed down yet, Kate? And calm down from what? I'll let that one fester in the chat. So top of the league then. Top of the league. And you've gone for Bradford.
It's local to you, innit? So you might see a team lift the trophy this year. I'm sorry. It's the end of the show. I had to do it. What a squad. First
Said the Bantams. I meant the Bantams. It's all banter.
What a squad, what a manager, what a stadium. Look, when I done the video on them yesterday, like I said, I'm doing every day. The one I done yesterday got like more views than any of them. Just shows how big they are. They're a massive historical club. The signings, Jamie Walker from Hearts, Colin Doyle from Kilmarnock, Harry Chapman from Blackburn Rovers, who was what a goal he scored in pre-season the other day. Harry Lewis from Southampton, not even on a loan deal, on a permanent deal. Mm-hmm. Richard Smallwood from Hull City. Jake Young, who was unbelievable for Forest Green last season. Osadebe, who's very good as well. Critchlow on loan from Huddersfield. Kian Harrott on loan from Huddersfield, who was at Port Vale last season. Oh my God. We're on about Bradford, Niall. But I generally think they're going to win the league. I do look at it, and I think surely it's going to happen. I mean, when I went to their ground, I know Daniel will know this because I talked to him about it before, but their ground is near not so nice area. Let's just put it that way.
It's not. It's like literally in the middle of a housing estate.
Yeah, and then you go
down the back. Round the back where the actual area is from the Bradford incident, and like the main part of it. Yeah. It's literally so surreal because you've got like a mechanic's literally just sat there.
Yeah, and then you go
just off the little miniature car park, and it's a weird place for a ground. Is Bradford's.
Yeah, so I've got them to win the league. I like the signings they've made. I mean, you look at, I'll just pick out a few. You look at Harry Lewis from Southampton 2-3 years ago. He was a massive hot prospect. They've not even got him on a loan. They've gone to Southampton. His contract's running up. We're going to bring him in. They've gone to Richard Smallwood. They've said to Hull, look, your new owners are not going to need, they're not going to need the Richard Smallwood when you're making like £12 million signings. They're going to go and get him from Bradford, from Hull, and they've gone to Huddersfield, who are a local, probably the nearest local team that would send their players because they don't really like Leeds, do they? And they've just gone there and basically said, look, we want to take your players. We'll take one of them on a loan, but we want the others on permanent deal. The business that Mark Hughes has done. What a job, by the way. He's come in and just made the whole team believe again. And when I went there, it was 0-0. Don't get me wrong, it was 0-0, but bloody hell, it was one of the most entertaining 0-0 draws. Please do that, Niall. It is one of the most entertaining 0-0 draws. And they're massive club, huge club actually for this league. And To be honest, I hope they bloody go up, because if we stay in League Two, I don't want to go there again, because it's a bloody long away trip, 10-hour bloody round trip. Bloody awful.
No, that's true. Sadler says, just watch money, don't buy the league.
You're literally saying that from a Walsall fan that has got new owners, mate.
It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Chris, where are we? Hold on a second. Chris says there, who have you got dropping down into non-league, guys? Well, I will show you that in a moment. Sadler says, mate, you're a funny guy.
I'll take compliments.
Yeah, compliments from the Sadler. Anthony says, been a good stream down, but Newport third. Did Mark have his cornflakes after dreaming that?
Piss off, Anthony. Enjoy your cider. Enjoy your. I bet you Anthony has cider on his cornflakes.
Oh, you know about he has cornflakes on his cider.
Yeah. Probably about right.
And Bradford fans are strange creatures as well, trying to force a rivalry with Carlisle fans because we have ex-Bradford players and obsessed with us. Very strange.
That is one name for them, Chris. I remember when I went there, and I know it's irrelevant, but I'll say it anyway because I like irrelevance. Well, not really, but it is actually linked to the topic and the title, if certain people are watching. But no, when we went to Bradford, I got out of the train station and I said, where's the ground, mate? And then he looked a bit off his face and he went, down there. And I was like, right. I was like, in my head, I was like, is he going to give me any more precise directions? I said, is it just down there? And he went, yeah, down there. So I went like further down the road and asked this like old man. And he was like, basically, you go down there, turn a left until you get, and he give me a proper directions. It's a weird place, Bradford. Nice, amazing ground, but a weird place.
It is. Chris, for you, the two that Mark said is going down, he's gone for Rochdale. And joining them, he's gone for Grimsby Town. They can make all the scampi in the world, but they cannot save themselves from dropping to non-league.
And I hate their chant on FIFA as well. On FIFA, their chant is do fish. Do fish. So what? If you play trust me, if you play FIFA next season and you play against Grimsby, just listen to it when Grimsby are home. That's why I hate it when they get promoted to League Two, because you have to bloody listen to that chant every 5 minutes. Bloody irritating. Especially if you're me and you can't get a League Two with Newport because you're crap at the game.
Anthony says he does because he's bulking. And Chris says, fair shout.
Cheers.
Lucas says, Grimsby defo. Now says, Grimsby will go down. And as Lucas says they're away.
Yes, it is, Luca. I'll give you that. It's basically like Burnley. It's because you've still got wooden seats, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody... Oh, for
Chris,
God's sake.
I'll give you that. I'll let you have that one.
Oh, Anthony. God.
Oh, Anthony Herbert, you naughty man. My missus goes and he gets away with murder. One day she will come across and click on a video and it'll just be there.
Oh, Chris.
Chris, I'm not even going to put that up. Bradford are a big club.
Don't worry.
Bradford are a big club with nice ground, but with strange fan base.
That's what I'll say. Yeah. That's the way I'll.
Yeah, exactly, Luca. It's weird, isn't it? Like, it's literally just the back of it is across from a housing estate, and then to get round to the main bit where you go in and the tickets and stuff, and the actual like reception area is all round the back. So it's such a backward stadium.
When we went this season, it's basically last season now, isn't it? The man at the ticket office was like sort of like I said to him, like, where'd you get away tickets from? And he was sort of like just in a world of his own. And then I said, away tickets, and then he went round the corner. I was like, bloody hell! Like none of them seemed like
none of them seemed to know.
Yeah.
Grimsby have. They've just, as I said earlier, they signed a player that we had released, Anthony Glennon. He'd been on loan there before, but hopefully it works out for him. According to Mark, though, it's one of those. Lucas says, big up Chris. Good. Carlisle, how do you think they'll do? And Anthony again. I'm not putting that one up, but yeah.
Oh, Anthony, do you know what? Your grammar is terrible, Anthony. That's not how you spell flies. God.
And Chris asked this. I mean, Mark, elaborate. Where did you put them?
Un, deux, trois. And I'm not calling us twats. Third. Third.
But yeah, he put him in third again. It's same as Anthony is thinking Arsenal are going to do well this season. It's just
Anthony's got no chance of Arsenal doing well. They haven't signed Arteta to a 50-year contract yet. Oh God.
No, right. So that was your League Two predictions. And you know what? I enjoyed that. You know, it was very insightful. You gave us a bit of knowledge into some of the signings and stuff. I enjoyed it, Matt. So thank you very much for that. As I say, you can check Mark's links out in the description of this video. So please do go support him. Mark, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, Mike Green on YouTube. Don't really use Twitter really anymore. Just use that to share my videos out and stuff. But Mike Green on YouTube. We're less than 200 away from 3K now. I do quite want to hit that, or set that as a target before the start of the League Two season, or if not, closer into the League Two season. So yeah, Mike Green on YouTube, and that'll be much appreciated if you could drop a sub on there, and some more stupid predictions you'll get from me. So why not, eh?
Mason says, just a question: have you got one for the National League? I've toyed with the idea, but I've just thought, do I keep it to the EFL 3 leagues and the Premier League? I don't know. I will have a think about it. I mean, God knows. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. There is some videos still to come. As I say, I am going to be going through the kits for I'm going to, as I say, as you can see there, the show is going to be called Lit, or I think you know the rest. So yeah, we will be obviously reviewing the home kits of the Championship, and we will also be doing the away kits as well. Whether we delve into the other leagues like we've done with the predictions, we will see. But as I say, it's one of those. It's one of those. Now telling people to subscribe. I mean, I'm all for it now, but promoting channels and stuff like that. Just as I said, we've already done all that. Where did you put Coventry? I think I put them near the bottom. Where did I put them?
Yeah, I think you put them like 19th, 20th.
Yeah, it's more like 18th, 19th.
Yeah.
To be fair, and that's probably why I got the slander from the Coventry fans. So
I'll quickly check for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it were. And now says, Dan, remember we 100% won't find you in the car park, the cinema, and OnlyFans. Well, depends. Definitely not the last one. You might find me in a car park or the cinema.
Where was it?
Chris says you'll get hate. I always get hate. Wake up in the morning, I get it. Chris says, yeah, get a Wrexham fan on for National League. But saying that,
you don't want to get one of them on. You put Coventry.
I'd have to try and tap up Ryan Reynolds.
I'm just the most loyal subscriber. Yeah, 19th.
Wee, get in. Guys, thank you very much for everyone in the chat, everyone getting involved. Really do appreciate it. For all your comments, everyone that's been in, Luca, Chris, the missus, who apparently is going to give me a clip here, so I suppose I better wrap this up before it happens live. Chris Welch, Mason, Sadlers, everyone that's been in, as I say, thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, as I've said, please do hit a like on this video. I'm not sure where we're at now as I do all this shit on my phone, which
I'll have a look.
One day I will get a good setup. One day I will get a decent setup, and we'll get it done properly. But at the moment, thank you for everyone that has liked the video. If you can and you haven't already, please do. Please subscribe to the channel and follow us on all our other social networks. And to find out where they are, this is where you can find us. So, as I say, please do go check us out on all those other platforms. Thank you very much for everyone watching. Again, Mark, just briefly let us know where people can check your stuff out.
Yeah, Mike Green on YouTube. Like I said, trying to push towards 3K. Gonna not do any more stupid content now. Wanna make it proper serious. League Two, Newport content. That's it. So yeah, that'll be, appreciate it if you could drop a sub on there.
Happy days, happy days. As I say, please do go check Mark out. The link to his YouTube and Twitter are in the description of this video. Mason says,
we've got free subscribers from this stream. So thanks to any one of you that have dropped the sub. That is much appreciated. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody, we will be back with another video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We will see. May have a day off.
I've
not been this constant. So
piss off, Chris.
We'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for the love and support. Really do appreciate it. We will be back soon with another video. By the way, obviously Burnley tickets for the home game of the season away at Huddersfield sold out in quick style. Literally, it's going to be like rocking horse shit trying to get a ticket. So. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get one. However, we will be doing a live watch along for the opening game of the season. Let's get that championship game or the championship season up and running, and hopefully, I mean, to be honest with you, we were 23 undefeated last time we were in the Football League. So if we win this, we're just gone to 24. It definitely carries on. Don't tell me any different. I won't have it. Anyway. Last couple of comments. Take care, lads. Now says you go into it. As I said, tickets are sold out. Didn't get one.
Take care,
notifications
Chris.
on for the watch along. 100%. And as Kate says, 479 now. Daniel Love. Oh, that's patronising, Kate. Can you stop it, please? Anyway, before I definitely get that clipped here, take it easy. All the best, everyone. Lucas, same to you as well. Same to you. And as the missus says, we will get to some games as soon as they start lowering petrol prices. However, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. I'll be back with some more uploaded content. But for now, all the best. And if I don't speak to you beforehand, enjoy your weekend. Take care.
Cheers. Thanks.